Can a thing lunge at you if it doesn't physically have legs? Is the real question. Because if the answer is yes, then technically the slimes can lunge at me. But they don't have legs, so how are they supposed to lunge? I also could just be very dumb right now, which is very much the... I'm being surrounded, I'm being surrounded. Ah, I'm scared, I'm scared. Hi. So, we're gonna do that. Wait. What happened to one of my... Wait, look at the bird. I don't know if anybody saw that, but there was like a bird that flew past. And I don't have a scarecrow. So, I feel less like I'm just talking to myself and playing video games. Okay, time to give Mario a diamond because she is my wife. And my wife deserves a diamond. Is that... Oh wow, Sam, this is spectacular. Yeah. Sorry. Sometimes I get so lost in thought that I don't even realize what I'm doing. Aw, she's so cute. I have a life. One of the best things about living on the farm is waking up to a chorus of songbirds. Aww. Maru! That's my wife. Wife? I can't talk to her because she's walking. Leah! Wait. Hi. It's simpler to be friends with the trees. They don't have much to say. Why do I feel that? Do this. I have cauliflower! I don't know why I sound so surprised. I got another flounder! I love flounder! Sorry, I think they're really cute. I think flounders are adorable. I'm just catching a bunch of... Oh my god, I got a new sword. I got a new sword! What am I doing? Okay, come on. I need to kill off these little wormy things before they do that. Fudge, 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 fudge. Okay. Ooh, worms. Worms! Yeah! Tilapia! I love tilapia. Aw, thank you. Let's talk to her one last thing. You look like you're ready for bed, Sam. Should I lull you to sleep with the technical details of my latest project? Yawn. Sorry. To be honest, I'm kind of sleepy too. My wife. Okay, we're gonna go to bed now. Good night.
Brr, 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 brr.
Remember that? It was like a stick battle royale. Like we were on top of that.
Yeah, he
But-
was pretty violent, right?
He would actually like literally go after you. If he saw you, he would literally run you down and he would hit you with a stick.
Raspberries and Pokemon cards. Okay, listen.
Transformers were dope.
Why do you like Transformers? I don't get it.
What do you mean? Why? Like, what's not to like? It's so cool. Like, you know how as like a kid, like playing with like cars was like cool and but like also playing with action figures, right?
Yeah.
And so you had a toy that could be both, right?
Yeah.
You could like drive it around as like a car, or it could like be like a little action figure to fight with,
Yeah.
And like if you like transform them enough, you could like do it by heart.
Like when I bake my cookies by hand.
Exactly.
What do you care about?
Really.
What do you care about in the world?
What do I care about?
Yeah.
I care about happiness and music.
Yeah? You like, yeah? Okay. Whose happiness are we talking about here?
Mine.
I'm just gonna cut it out so it's just you saying mine. Yeah.
I would say I'm a big mental health advocate.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, would you ever position yourself as an advocate for something?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mental health will definitely be one. I don't think that's the only one that comes to mind right now, but
Yeah. It's very relevant.
But what I was saying is, I found a new found love for him because I found this clip on Instagram. I found this Instagram clip of this guy going like, "Now I'm with SpongeBob, racing down the Autobahn. Now I'm in the back seat trying to Megatron
Yeah.
pull up into Chevron." Like, yeah, have you heard that before?
What
That was
song is
actually
that?
a Tyler the Creator song.
Uh-huh.
I'm not kidding you. I'll send you the link right now.
Which
And I'll
album
give
is it
you
in?
Wait, I thought that was Tyler.
It's-
I thought that I thought that was Tyler the Creators.
You're a
Like,
liberal.
have you ever Bro,
Yeah.
I'm just talking and you're just crunching and you're just like, you're a liberal. You're just listening to me talk and you're just like, you're a liberal.
Yeah, you know that clip of Squidward where he's imagining Squilliam naked?
Yeah.
He's like, what does he say? What does he say?
I don't remember that
He
one.
says, "Oh no, he's hot." That's what he
Oh
says.
no.
Oh no. Wait. Oh no. He's hot.
SpongeBob me boy.
Nah, I'm just gonna take out this video completely.
Just you need some gas on.
Okay, so everyone has thought about running away to join this circus, or at least I have. Not because of like a love for clowns or trapeze or men covered in tattoos or whatever, but I think it's more like the prospect of just getting to escape your problems and move to a brighter reality and just getting to be a part of something prettier and cooler. And I feel like we all do this, or at least I do this also, by just like drowning myself in media and just in the stories and creations of people cooler and more talented than me. Which is maybe why I find groupies so intriguing, because they're like people who are brave enough to do this in like real life and physical spaces and not just the internet. The dictionary defines a groupie as a person, especially a young woman, who regularly follows a pop music group and or other celebrity in the hopes of meeting or getting to know them. But the groupie icon Pamela DeBars, who hung out with the likes of Mick Jagger and Jimmy Page and also wrote several books later about her experience being a groupie, she defines a groupie simply as someone who loves the music so much that she wants to be around the people who make it. Groupies in the 1970s, at least, were just young women who, amidst all the civil unrest and war that plagued their upbringings, and their present for the most part, just fled to the flashy circus that was the 1970s rock scene. And maybe that's why that idea seems so cool to me now, because we have lots of civil unrest and things. But they were just young women who saw a world they wanted to be a part of and took it, and just partaking and partying and just doing like all of the things, which would be like so cool if the conditions around it were healthy. And I think that's what saddens me most about groupies as a subject, because it had the potential to be, and it sort of was during its time, to be a display of female agency and the control that women can have over their hearts and their bodies. And I just want to love it so bad, especially because of like how it feels that like women have to operate today. Just enjoying things as a young girl in public just is so exhausting, and I feel like it subjects you to so much judgment. But even just like generally physically existing in public, like I live in fear constantly of what strangers could do to me or just kill me or whatever, and it's just scary, and I can't live without being hyper aware of how much danger there is everywhere. And it's just very exhausting. It's an exhausting way to live, which is why like I want to love so much like the idea of young girls just going to concerts and just loving music and like partying and dancing and being free or whatever. But like they were young girls. Like young girls. Like anyone familiar with the topic is probably aware that underage groupies were common. Specifically, like there were even like a group of 13 to 15-year-olds who were called the baby groupies, and they partied and dated some like the biggest rock stars of their time. But the rock stars were all grown men who were having sex with children who were like in no way their equals. Sable Stars, who later came to be known as the queen of the baby groupies, she lost her virginity to Randy California at 12 years old, which is a 6th grader, and then she ran off with the New York Dolls guitarist Johnny Thunder at just 15, which is the age of a freshman in high school. And by the end of their relationship, because of how toxic her relationship with that grown man was, she just said, "I wasn't Stable Star anymore. He ruined the whole Stable Star thing." And it's all just so gross. And I don't know, looking back on that sort of thing now is even more worrying, because as Dr. Harper, who's a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Washington in St. Louis, she pointed out that stans have taken the place of groupies basically in our culture, because groupies weren't just random fans or people who were there to sleep with a talent. Like groupies often went to great lengths to inspire and promote the music that they love so much, just like stans do now by making fan accounts and starting trends and stuff. But now stans don't even have physical relationships with the people they admire. Parasocial relationships, which is a relationship that one party puts a lot of emotional energy and time into, while the other party doesn't know that they exist. They've existed for ages, but social media and the internet has intensified them to the point that we feel like we know these strangers like we've never met, because we feel like we have insight into their daily lives and who they are as people, all because of like the image that they put out. And people go to extreme lengths to protect and advocate for their faves, from harassing critics to even doxing people. And even you watch people defend them in times of scandal as well. Even when, like, their experience with them goes directly against the experience of people who've met their fave in real life, who've experienced them in real life. And it's just really scary considering that people can be used by people that which they have this false sense of security. I don't need to tell you that there's still a large amount of sexual misconduct and just in music and just like the larger entertainment scene, but it stretches outside of the bounds of age too, which is like a different sort. But it doesn't even have to do with teenage immaturity too. Because like Roxana Shirazi, who is a former groupie whose book The Last Living Slut, born in Iran, bred backstage, details her life as a groupie for Guns N' Roses as well as Motley Crue. And she started her life as a groupie at 28, which is 10 years past being a legal adult. But she still found herself in an unbalanced power dynamic and still found herself being emotionally abused by Dizzy Reed, who was the keyboardist for Guns N' Roses. She's already said that there's no way to have agency as a groupie because of the power difference, because one of the party is famous, the other isn't. And if fans are the new groupies, then it's just worrying, and it makes you think, is there really any way to have agency as a fan? You know, like maybe fandom is just doomed to be exploitative, or maybe there's no way to love people that you can't actually like and truly understand. It's just sad and sort of terrifying that the people that you look to for entertainment and escape can just sort of open you up to more abuse and mistreatment. I don't know, like the whole thing is just so scary.
The artist is loyal to starvation and empty spaces. Jay-Z once said, "Being broke is childish, and I'm quite grown." So the artist is still young, and younger than his art. So the artist isn't ready yet to disappoint his family. That just leaves time for him and his art to mature. One will eventually. So the artist isn't taking any questions right now. I'm sure this is all confusing, but isn't the important thing to die and be appreciated after? To suffer for something so far above us that we only see it in heaven? How long was that?
Bye.